Changing the future for first responders. Here is a look back at the incredible damage in Moore, Oklahoma, after this town was hit by a tornado that killed 24 people. Here in Austin, the raging Halloween floods swept through Onion Creek, forcing hundreds of people out of their homes. And it was just before Christmas when flames devoured a big chunk of this North Austin apartment complex. Now, in each of these emergency situations you just saw, experts say unmanned aerial vehicles or drones, like the one you saw there, could have flown in to the rescue. Tonight, consumer reporter Betty Cross shows us why the Austin Fire Department wants to be one of the first in the nation to make these vehicles a part of its first responder team.
This robot is Gemini Scout.
It's a rugged first responder that's stronger than a mule.
So I just scouted all of this out.
And has the ability to boldly go where no man really should.
How often have you seen something in Star Trek, right, and think, oh, that'll never happen, and then it does?
This 190-pound prototype,
We have a radiation source out there,
is part of a training exercise
and we're trying to pinpoint it.
at Texas A&M's Disaster City.
My highest readings were along that tree line,
People keep their distance,
straight ahead of us.
while this 2x4 contraption digs in to do the dirty work.
Put a robot in harm's way instead of a person.
Gemini Scout is specifically designed
Color, pan tilt, camera, thermal imaging.
to help rescue people trapped in a mine. But it could be adapted to respond to terrorist attacks and natural disasters.
Real applications, not just can we design it, but who's going to need it?
These are running about 60 to 70,000.
Dr. Robin Murphy
We can bring out lots of robots.
is helping fire departments across Central Texas
Usually if anything goes wrong, you just let go because it's smarter than you are.
learn how to marry technology with need.
Enable GPS, enable return to home.
For her team, the sky's the limit
I'm gonna go up to 60.
when it comes to covering every angle of an emergency.
Unmanned aerial systems are just one part of what we call a robot revolution.
Start recording.
The Air robot is equipped with a high-resolution camera that gives firefighters immediate eyes
Wind's coming this way, it's about 5.
whenever there's a call for help.
You're going to see them for structure fires, see them for wilderness search and rescue. Within 5 years, that if you see a disaster and you don't see a robot, you're going to be going, well, what's up with that? That's really primitive.
Hazardous materials,
Austin Battalion Chief Thayer Smith
swift water.
sees the potential.
We're hoping to be one of the first fire departments in the nation to do this.
He points to last year's Halloween floods as a good example of when unmanned aerial vehicles could have helped keep people safe.
If you can't get a helicopter up because of the weather, but maybe can get one of these up in the smaller areas to go look for those folks and find where they're at.
Looking back at other disasters, there are many examples of when a drone in the air beats boots on the ground.
Hold on, guys. Let's send a robot in ahead and get some video. Let's get some temperature, some thermal images to see, is it too hot? Is it too dangerous to go in?
First responders agree. The first eyes at the scene, facing the worst danger,
Okay.
don't always need to be human.
Better the robot than me, right?
Betty Cross, KITV News.
Government regulations, safety and privacy concerns, and a public image problem inherited from military drones are slowing down this process. Still, emergency responders expect within a few years to be able to use these vehicles to respond to tornadoes, hurricanes, wildfires, floods, and any other type of disaster.